This motherfucker right here. This idiot right here. This King Coon right here. Looking like a player reject from the disco days. Look like he's kicked out of the player's ball with his $5 auction glasses and his cheap jewelry on his neck. This is the idiot that was thrown out of the Trump rally recently. Oh, LCJ Cary, only one R. And he came back to defend Trump still. Now, you all might remember his grandpa. Y'all remember his grandpa? The biggest coon in the world? Yes. Y'all remember that. So look at the hateration for other black men he's got in his eyes. To see that proud brother riding up on his horse. Look at the hate. Look at the lips. That's a coon. That's how coons are. They hate other blacks. They don't see no good in no blacks. Our race suffers from Stockholm syndrome. Because of our oppression, we fall in love with our oppressors. Now he's saying, who that nigga on that nag right there? I'm not going to show or put the audio out so that it can be tracked. So I'm going to keep the volume down. But y'all remember this scene from Django? The D is silent. Well, I feel sorry for my brother Tariq.
This is brother CJ. Now, so what's your full name, brother CJ?
It's
no, your last name. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's CJ. What?
Because I cannot. My name is a bit formal, so I like to keep it short and simplistic.
Okay, so his name is LCJ Cary. Okay,
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Now,
do you notice he tried to backslide on his name? What did he say? Vincent Tormo or some Italian thing? His real name is LCJ Cary. We don't know what the L stands for. Probably loser, coon. As someone said under the video, something about Coon Jigaboo for CJ Coon Jigaboo.
this brother right here, LCJ Cary, was in the news recently because he was actually kicked out of a Trump rally. Now, this is the thing. This brother, LCJ Cary, is actually a Trump supporter. He went to the rally and Trump called him a thug and had him kicked out. Is that what happened?
Not entirely.
Now what happened? Now what happened?
Okay. All right. So I am the kind of person who was raised in the Deep South. I call it the Deep South, from Atlanta Baptist Church. So for some years now, I've been having visions, and I pray a lot. One of those visions asked me to prepare a document and to be certain to get it to Donald Trump.
Yes, you heard it right. Yes, I know. You heard it right. He's been having visions. He's on a mission from God to give some kind of document to Trump. And he tried to get Trump's attention, as he explains later on, and he keeps going, as Tariq notices, in circular form in his argumentation. It breaks down, and the brother is about as nutty as they come. About as nutty as they come. Listen to this.
Yelling racial epithets. Did you hear them calling you nigger?
Oh, I did not hear that, but it would be okay. You know why it's okay? Because my presence there was not personal.
Wait.
So he says it's okay for them to have called him a nigger. You heard it correctly. That's a coon. They love when massa just rubs their woolly head and tell me, you're a good nigga. Now go out and pick my cotton, boy. Go pitch that bale of hay, boy.
Wait, so
This
wait,
is my belief.
CJ, you said it's okay if they call you a nigger?
I said that's okay because God sent me. If God,
Yes, you heard it. I'm not kidding you. You heard that correctly. That's in the mind of a black Trump supporter. I always wonder what's wrong with those kind of brothers. Let me fast forward a little bit.
tearing the places up.
Oh,
I've had property.
So-
yes, I've had property and rented to.
So he believes it's okay that Donald Trump was sued for racial discrimination on his apartment complex. He thinks that's okay. Because he said that, well, all black people do is tear a place up. I've had property before and they just tore it up. He should look at the rent he was renting to. Judge them by their income level. Higher income people do not tear places up. When you rent to ghetto people, whether black or white, they will tear a place up, whether they are black or white.
To blacks and the nation can be saved from what the Clintons will do to it. I had a prayer 2 weeks ago.
Have the Clintons, did the Clintons
God,
ever throw you out?
What lies ahead for this country?
Now, I got to give Tariq a lot of credit for his patience. Y'all know me. I have to give him a lot of credit for patience. I'm usually very patient, but I have no patience for coons and idiots. I can see if a guy is confused and all that kind of stuff, but when they're like this, starting with a coon, no patience at all. Zero. That's why you see me ban people real quick.
The Clintons ever throw you out because of your race?
Country, the streets of it will run like rivers of blood.
Okay, let's go for it.
Trump said right there is some coonery. Stop blaming God for your
coonery. I'm less than a four-legged owl.
There you go. Stop blaming God.
That's what I'm talking about, because you don't have that right.
And you're an older brother, too. You're like in your 50s or 60s, right?
This idiot is my age, around my age. He's an embarrassment to my generation. I personally apologize to Tariq for one of my fools acting a fool. There weren't that many coons back in my days, but I guess they became coons over the years. You know, here it is. We got out of high school. You know, in high school, everything was cool. We had our racial issues in high school. We had our race riots, you know, and our race fights at every high school across the nation. But then we went out to the work world and we suddenly experienced a lot of racial pressure. It's racially dominated by the dominant race. Like you can't get ahead unless you kiss ass, unless you suck up, unless you are less threatening, unless you fit in with them. So a lot of brothers chose the route of kissing ass, sucking up. And I don't have a problem with that. I see it. But to do it to the point where you brainwash yourself, I disagree with. Yeah, do that. Be fake about it out there in the world. But when you get home, you know, you be who you are. Do what you got to do to get ahead in the dominant society world. But don't forget where you come from. Don't forget our history. Don't forget our past. Don't forget your people. You can tell when they forget their peoples when they start buying into the talking points of the racists. What about black on black crime, as Tariq's video points out? The Coon Train Awards. What about black on black crime? That's when they start talking about that, as you've seen the coons that come to my channel. What about black on black crime? I just banned Darnell, the most recent coon. These people are waiting for handouts and biscuits, as they say over the Tariq Elite station. Buttermilk biscuits. They're trying to get some jam with their biscuits. They're cooning so hard. If these people hallelujah on the streets, these coons be right there to lick it up. It's clean, massa. Street clean, massa. As Malcolm X said about coons, house niggas, excuse my use of the word. We sick, massa? We sick, massa? That's Coon behavior bought into the future. My props up to Tariq for his patience.